Hello and welcome to a new vlog and ship tour, and today we're taking a look at the MS Geoffrey Chaucer of ReiseJung, and this video has been done in cooperation with ReiseJung. As always, we are starting with a few general facts. The ship was built in 2020, is 135 meters long, 11.45 meters wide, and can take up to 176 passengers on board, and it has a crew of around 44 crew members. The ship usually sails for Riviera Travel and is owned by Skiller. In this case, it was chartered by us, by ReiseJung, for a short party cruise at the beginning of the season 2025. The Riverside Weekend Cruise, and I will show you a bit more about this cruise in the upcoming next video. We are starting as always on the lowest deck on board, and that is the Emerald deck, where you can find the cheapest cabins on board. Those cabins have fixed windows and are therefore a bit cheaper. And when we come to the front of the Emerald deck, we also have a few public areas. Here on the left side we have the gym. The fitness area was used as a storage space on this cruise, as we were having a band, a DJ and some lights and sound equipment on board. We needed some extra storage, therefore the gym was not in use. In front of it we have the small spa area, a wellness area with a massage room, which is also designed very nicely. And then when we are heading back out from the wellness area, you can see the fitness area on the right side again, and on the left side we have a hair and nails studio, which was also used as a storage for this special party cruise. And now we've already seen all public areas on the Emerald deck, and we can now head up to the next deck, which is the Ruby deck. From the atrium we can head down a few steps again into the main restaurant, which is half a deck lower, and here we have a very nice design with the colors green and white and beige. Nice atmosphere, big panoramic windows and comfortable seating, so it is a very nice restaurant. We have different table sizes, tables for 2, tables 4, and also some bigger tables for groups, so there's suitable table for everyone on board. And with ReiseJung you will have a fixed table for the whole duration of your cruise, for breakfast, lunch and dinner. This is one of 2 restaurants on board, and we will see the second one later in the video. We're now continuing our tour, heading back up, and now we are in the atrium again. Take a closer look at the atrium. Here we have a water and coffee station that you can access 24/7. Here on the right side we have a public toilet, and now we can take a look into this very impressive and beautiful atrium. We can also take a look at the pictures of it, of course. Here on the right side we have this mirrored glass. We have an elevator that goes from the Emerald deck up to the Diamond deck, and here we can see the cabin hallway of the Ruby deck. In the front we have 2 junior suites, which are a little bit bigger, and then we have standard cabins here on the Ruby deck as well as on the Diamond deck. All cabins come with French balconies. There's a staircase in the middle and at the rear part of the ship, and we are now using the one at the rear part. And now we are in the bistro, the second restaurant on board. It's a small specialty restaurant. It was not in use for this short party cruise, but on longer cruises you can have a special menu here. For dinner you need a reservation. There's also an outdoor area that can also be used if the sun deck is closed due to low bridges. You can go here for smoking, for example, but it's also a nice and calm alternative to the sun deck. If the sun deck is open, there is an access to the sun deck from here as well. It was now already closed because the ship was supposed to go back on the mine when I was making the ship tour, and here we can see the bistro again. From there we are now heading back to the front, but first let's take a look at the pictures. Here we can see the outdoor terrace and the bistro again. A very nice and small, beautiful restaurant with a very nice design, in my opinion. And now we're heading back to the front. There are 2 junior suites at the rear part of the ship, which means that there you can expect a few more noises from the engine. Then we have regular cabins with French balconies, and then in the front we have 2 more junior suites with French balconies and 4 suites with proper balconies. Now we're back in the atrium area. As you can see, a very, very beautiful. The ships of Scylla are quite famous for having those impressive atriums. Here on the left side we have a small library. Now we're heading back down into the main part of the atrium, and here we have the reception and the travel desk and a boutique. Travel desk is where the cruise manager is working, and right next to it we have a small boutique where you can buy some souvenirs, some jewelry, some fashion products. And on the other side we have the reception. Here we can see the whole atrium and the pictures again. We can also take another look into the boutique in the onboard shop. And from there we can now head into the heart of the ship, which of course is the panoramic lounge. Here we have the same colors like in the restaurant. We have also very comfortable seating, big panoramic windows. So it is a very nice and pleasant lounge where you can spend a lot of time, especially if the weather is not perfect. It's still a very nice place to be, to watch the beautiful landscape around the ship whilst enjoying a few nice drinks. Here we can see the stage that was here, of course, only for our party cruise. You will see a bit more about this in our next video. And here in the front we have the bar and some additional seating with a nice view over the ship's bow. Before we're heading outside, we're now taking a look at the pictures. Here you can see how it looks during the night, so also in the evening it looks very, very nice. And here we can see it with daylight. As I said, a very beautiful and comfortable panoramic lounge of a very nice ship, which is usually sailing for Riviera Travel with British guests, but can of course also be chartered by other companies like ReiseJung did here in the beginning of the season 2025. We're now heading outside, and here in front of the lounge we have an outdoor terrace again, also very helpful. For example, if the main sun deck is closed due to low bridges, this area is always accessible. In the wintertime it comes with heating, lights, and it's also partly covered, so it is a very good alternative for bad weather as well. From here we can head up to the sun deck. The front part of the sun deck is half a deck lower, meaning that it can almost always be accessed even when there are some low bridges. Ship has been especially constructed like this for this specific reason. There's a lot of seating available here in the front already, so chances to find a seat even if the rear part of the sun deck is closed are quite high. And that's also where we are heading now, to the rear part of the sun deck. As you can see, we're now heading up a few steps, and that means that this part is a bit higher, and all of this has to be closed. If there are some low bridges, it can all be folded down and the wheelhouse can be lowered, and then there are just a few centimeters between the ship and the bridges. Here on the upper part of the sun deck we have sun lounges, sunbeds, and also some regular chairs and tables. Of course, shadow is available as well, so there's also a suitable place for everybody here on the sun deck. In the middle of the ship we have stairs back down to the cabin hallways. Here you can see them. And then in the rear part of the sun deck we have a putting green and a small pool. Of course it's not a swimming pool, you cannot swim there, but it's still very nice to be in the pool if the weather is very warm outside and enjoy the landscape. And that means that we have now seen all public areas of the beautiful Geoffrey Chaucer. In the next video I will show you a bit more about the Riverside Weekend Cruise, and I will also show you my cabin. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Here you can see when our next video will be uploaded and the name of the song. As always, I'd like to say thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to comment, like, subscribe or share the video link, and I hope to see you in my next video then.